Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English Daily Book Summary YouTube channel. In order to not stop learning, listen to an English book summary every day for free.
Sam Silverstein. Momentum. How to avoid going in the wrong direction. Are you feeling a bit stuck? Maybe you're on the verge of taking action. There's a project you've delayed, a tough conversation you've avoided, or a fitness routine you've yet to start. The hesitation feels tangible, like a wall you can't quite scale. Well, what if the key to breaking through isn't just willpower, but a mindset rooted in alignment, purpose, and service? This blink offers a fresh perspective on what it takes not only to overcome inertia, but to build a life propelled by continuous, meaningful action. What lies ahead is more than a guide to individual success. It's a call to action for living in service of others while thriving personally. Whether you're seeking clarity or consistency, Momentum challenges you to snap your fingers, get started, and create lasting impact. Not just for yourself, but for the world around you. Developing a momentum mindset. One day, the author, Sam Silverstein, was traveling in Switzerland with his adult daughter, Alison. As they drove down a mountainside, they came across a motorbike accident. Two crumpled bikes and two men lying in the road. One of them was badly injured. Alison was a pediatrician, not a trauma doctor. But in that moment, she didn't hesitate. "I have to go," she said, unbuckling her seatbelt and rushing to the man's aid. Alison knew what she had to do, so she did it. For Silverstein, moments like these are significant. When we feel compelled to act in this way, it's a sign that we're living a life of momentum, a life where we're always moving forward in alignment with our values. There are different ways to define momentum, but here's one way to think of it. Momentum is the continuous pursuit of what we feel we have to do while acting in service to others. It's not just about achieving personal success, but rather moving forward in a way that benefits others and strengthens our impact in the world. This is what sets some people apart, allowing them to thrive in their careers and their personal lives, while also having a positive influence on those around them. Building momentum requires a shift in mindset. At its core, momentum is about service to others. Shifting from a me mindset to a we mindset transforms goals into meaningful missions. When your efforts are connected to the well-being of others, those efforts gain significance. This connection motivates you to push through challenges and build lasting impact. By aligning your actions with your values and dedicating them to a greater purpose, you create a ripple effect that transforms not only your life, but the lives of those around you. And here's something else to bear in mind. While obstacles are an inevitable part of life, they are also the greatest teachers. By reframing challenges as opportunities, you shift your focus from limitations to possibilities. When you embrace momentum, you'll discover how it can help you achieve balance, purpose, and extraordinary results. Before you can get going, though, you'll need to start with a little self-reflection. Finding your purpose. In order to live a life of momentum, to get to where you want to go, you'll need clarity, focus, and a sense of direction. For that, you'll need what Silverstein calls the big three: your purpose, your mission, and your values. Your purpose is the why. Why do you do what you do? Your mission is the what, defining your goals and objectives. And your values are the how, the moral compass for your journey. Let's start with your purpose, the why. Once you've identified that, everything else starts to fall into place. So, what's your purpose? Some people might say to become rich or to become the CEO. But for Silverstein, those aren't authentic purposes. A true purpose should be focused on other people. It's not just a self-centered goal. So, to find your purpose, try the following exercise. Ask yourself, whom do I serve? Reflect on times when you felt joy in helping others, teaching perhaps, or providing value for customers at your workplace. Write down your answer. Then, ask yourself, what's most important to me? Think about your personal goals as well as things that matter on a daily basis. Why are these things important? Again, reflect and write it all down. Finally, take some time to come up with a declaration of purpose, a single sentence that sums it up. It needs to be something powerful, something from the heart. For example, here's Silverstein's declaration of purpose: to help others find their potential and be the best they can be. Once you've come up with your declaration, write it down and put it somewhere you can see it. This sentence is going to guide you going forward. Coming up with a mission. Now that you have a purpose, you're ready to come up with a mission. You can think of your mission as your purpose in action. It's specific, and it turns your thoughts and beliefs into a reality, something tangible. Having this kind of personal clarity is very important. When you're really clear about what you're doing, others are naturally drawn toward you. You'll find allies, people who can help you on your journey. So, let's come up with a mission narrative, something that makes it clear to yourself and others exactly what you're doing and why. Silverstein recommends coming up with 3 action words, words personal to you and your mission in alignment with your purpose. For Silverstein, these 3 words are teach, inspire, and support. They're the foundation of a longer narrative where he expands on his mission. For example, in the support section, he wrote, "As well as encouragement, I provide tools and resources to help others on their journeys." Now, it's your turn. To come up with your mission narrative, reflect on your declaration of purpose and then ask yourself some questions. For example, how are you applying your purpose right now? What could you do in future? Then make a list of verbs, words that represent the doing aspect, such as teach. Once you've thought about this, write a single sentence that sums up your mission concisely. Then, think of 3 specific activities connected to your mission, activities that bring you joy. Write them down, and for each one, write a couple of sentences about what it means in practical terms. If the activity involves teaching, for example, what exactly do you do? Together with your mission sentence, these sentences make up your mission narrative. You're almost ready to get going. Defining your values. So far, we've looked at the why and the what. Now, it's time to consider the how. In order to get where you're going, you'll need values to guide you. Your values are the things that really matter to you, your house rules. When you ask yourself questions like, "How should I act?" or "How should we act in this company?" your values will give you clarity. For a value to be truly yours, you have to commit to it. You live that value even when no one is watching. Otherwise, what's the point? Why lie to yourself? Perhaps you're already well aware of what your values are. If not, take a moment to think about it. It can be helpful to think of your heroes, people you admire deeply. It could be Martin Luther King Jr. or someone in your family. Think about why these people are your heroes. What are their qualities, integrity, for instance, or commitment to their cause? Then, think about what these words mean to you and take the time to really define them. You can come up with another brief narrative, a sentence for each value. For example, if the value is respect, you could write, "I view everyone as an equal, and I value their opinions and beliefs." It's crucial to know what our values are. Not only do they guide us on our personal journey, but they also help us to connect with others. People tend to bond when they share values, creating powerful, like-minded communities that can accomplish amazing things. You can see the difference it makes in businesses. For example, consider the story of the sock brand Bombas. The value shared by the founders is giving. David Heath and Randy Goldberg were inspired to create Bombas after discovering that socks were the most requested item at homeless shelters. Ever since, they've consistently worked to support these communities, donating a pair of socks for every pair purchased. After 10 years, Bombas had a net worth of $550 million, and their high-quality products were only part of the success story. The company managed to create strong relationships with employees and customers, as well as other companies, because of their robust commitment to their values. So you see, incredible things can happen. And it all starts with your own purpose, mission, and values, making them part of your everyday life. Snap your fingers to get started. So, now you're ready to move forward with ease, to live a life of momentum. There's just one problem: actually getting started. It should be simple, and yet it often feels so hard. If you notice yourself procrastinating, take a moment to consider the task. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, ask yourself these questions. Is it significant? Necessary? Achievable? And is it a priority? This is the SNAP framework. When you're struggling to get started, think of those words: significant, necessary, achievable, and priority. Then you can evaluate the task. You'll gain a better understanding of why you're procrastinating. Perhaps the task just isn't that necessary, or maybe it's not a priority right now. But if you know it has to be done, all you need to do is force yourself to start. Here's something you can try. It may sound a little silly, but it works for Silverstein. He snaps his fingers, and when he does that, he commits to starting the task. This simple gesture acts as a trigger, pushing him to get started. From there, momentum takes over. As you've probably noticed, starting is often the hardest part, so just do it. Need to proofread something? Snap your fingers and start reading. Time to reply to an email? Snap your fingers and get it done. This is how you build momentum in your life. With a solid foundation, your purpose, mission, and values, and a simple action to get you started, you're basically there. From this point, things become so much easier. Consistency is key. Here's something else we need to remember. Momentum isn't starting and stopping, it's consistency, no matter what. How to be consistent? Well, don't stop. It's that simple. As we've said before, starting is the hardest part. If you stop, you have to start again. So to keep going, you need to keep at it. For example, let's say your aim is to walk 10,000 steps a day. You put it off for a while, but then one day, you do it. You walk 10,000 steps. Great. You've started now, so don't stop. See if you can walk 10,000 steps tomorrow, then again the next day. Before you know it, you've got a streak. You've formed a habit, a routine that makes it much easier to continue. Lack of consistency is just one barrier to success. You'll encounter other obstacles too, such as distractions, a new TV show you want to watch, or messages from friends. Accept that distractions will come up and schedule time for them. If you set aside time, deciding to deal with things later, they're no longer distractions. Whatever you want to achieve, with intention and perseverance, you'll get there. By this point, you've created a strong foundation and you have clarity about what you're doing. And remember, ultimately, the choice is yours. You choose how you react to life's ups and downs. You choose to snap your fingers and get started. Momentum is something you create. In this Blink to Momentum by Sam Silverstein, you've learned that if you're feeling stuck, you need to build momentum in your life. That means living with purpose and acting in alignment with your values, even in the face of challenges. Momentum isn't just about personal success. It's about moving forward in ways that serve others and create lasting impact. A mindset shift can be helpful, shifting from a me focus to a we focus and transforming goals into meaningful missions. Building momentum starts with clarity, carefully defining your purpose, mission, and values. The SNAP framework, considering whether a task is significant, necessary, achievable, and a priority, is helpful for combating procrastination. Once you've decided to do something, snap your fingers and get started right away. Then keep going. Consistency is the key to success. Ultimately, momentum is a choice, a mindset, and a way to align your life with what truly matters. Okay, that's it for this Blink. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next Blink.